Hello, trading is closed on September 25th. I'm Jeff Tennant. My call from Thursday night was that I thought this low would hold, that we'd have an early rally, and then a drop with a target of 19.13. The call came close, but the low of the day was 19.2150, which isn't close enough, so we have a failed MEJT target of 19.13. It should print at some point. We just can't say when. The whole pattern has a very negative ring to it. You have a gap up, a strong consolidation, make it a consolidation, followed by a drop which undercuts even the lows of the consolidation. This is a pretty negative pattern, and unless it's invalidated by gapping up sharply on Monday, the odds are good that we're going to trade it sometime under Friday's close. We don't have to hit this MEJT price target, but it would be nice if we did. I'm not predicting that we will. I'm also not predicting that we won't. Well, for Monday, MEJT has significantly higher targets, all over 1952. 1952.23 optionally, and 1952.89. So after a big drop like this, when you have higher targets like this, it would be nice to get some more confirmation. Well, this low has held. This is the low of the Gann fan line on the daily chart. That one's held. Here's a weekly chart. You have a bar completely under the lower Bollinger Band, followed by a bar completely over it. This tends to signify exhaustion on the drop, and we typically get a rally at some time before this low is undercut. Here's a daily chart. We have a reversal bar involving the lower Bollinger Band when it's pretty flat. Typically this leads to a challenge, but not necessarily a touch of the upper band. Here's your 65-minute chart. We have the 9.13.9 sequential sells signal. We had two TDST lines, 19.21.22, 19.53.03. You'll see how we went up to the upper TDST line, which is resistance, and couldn't break through. We've now dropped to the lower TDST line, which is support, and couldn't break through. Those lines, as it turns out, aren't the only significant ones here. If you draw a Fibonacci grid, you'll see we are just playing with resistance at the 61.8 and 38.2% levels. It implies that these points are meaningful points and not just stopping points along the way, because it's all part of a grid pattern. The really critical point to look at here is the initial drop and its low. We've made a number of attempts to break under this low and hold it on the close. We're just unable to do it. It implies these attempts aren't going to work out until proven otherwise. So my interpretation of the pattern is that we are playing ping pong between significant support and resistance levels. Support is holding. I'm looking for higher prices over the short term, and on Monday my price targets are just over 19.52. If we gap down strongly, which I'm not expecting, but which isn't impossible, that would kill the call. But otherwise, that's what I'm looking for on Monday. And that's today's call.